Hey, John here with the second week of my dev diary for Swift Processing. Week 2's gone really well. I would categorize the work I've done into a few buckets. The first one would be the expansion of all of the functions that will be available to the creator in Swift Processing. Specifically, the addition of image has really allowed more expressive pieces of work. The second big thing has been working on a project template. So this is so when you're in Xcode, you'll be able to go to File, New Project, and then to select a Swift Processing project from the list of options. And this is going to get rid of a lot of the boring, repetitive work on setting up a new project and allow you just to rapidly create different works without worrying so much about how to exactly set up the project. The third thing, which I'm really excited about, is performance. So an issue I've been having is being able to run the face filters at a high frames per second. It wasn't working that great for the stress test faces. But I looked into it and I saw that because of the way things were getting threaded by Swift, it was putting some things on a background thread and some things on main thread. I just slammed everything onto the main thread and things are looking good. So let's jam through and see what this progress looks like. So the first thing we're gonna pop into is this really fun face filter I made for my friend Matt, who works at Pit Viper. So he saw my face filter and thought, oh, it'd be really funny to see Pit Vipers on one of these. So I did a quick proof of concept with images. So this is using the new image function, which I introduced this week, and the code couldn't be more simple. Actually, let's just pull up the code right now. So if we look at the code, it's just, I'm literally calling images. So you can imagine someone that's new to programming or someone that just wants to create something quickly. If they have the image assets, if they can just figure out the XY coordinates of where they want them on the face, they'd be able to make something cool like this. So let's check out what the performance looks like. So check out this stress test that I created of the Swift Processing library. It just spawns lots of circles. And you can see that as they spawn, the quality of this video is starting to degrade. We're running at very low frames per second. And that was just unacceptable. This isn't that great of a result. So what happened was, as I mentioned, with the threading, if I pop into V2, no matter how many circles we spawn up now, we're gonna see that the video behind the face mask stays at a pretty high frames per second. So I'm not getting choppy at all like on the earlier version of this. So the sketch code here is the same. I didn't optimize any of the code creating these circles. What's optimized here is just like the skeleton that runs these sketches. So any project now being built on top of Swift Processing is going to benefit from that performance enhancement. Now, the other thing that I've worked on this week is just setting up video content to help people set up their very first project. If you want to check that out, it's on my YouTube, and I'd really appreciate, if you think this stuff is cool, I'd really appreciate you just jamming through it. See if you can get through the Hello World project, setting up Xcode on your Mac. It'd be a huge help for me, because I'm really, before I post this, it's like Hacker News or somewhere more public, I'm just trying to get people's eyes on it and see what they think. Are the steps clear? So on. But yeah, that's this week's progress. It's been all about just jamming through more functions, experimenting with different sketches, and performance. If you want to check out the experiments I'm making, slightly less technical stuff, check out my Instagram, because I'm going to be just creating as well on top of this platform that I'm creating, and post them to Instagram, because we've been building a lot of funny stuff at home. So check it out. Thanks for checking out my dev diary, though. I'll post another one in a week. See ya.